There will be a lot to discuss in this episode, including the presidential election. We will discuss the approaching presidential election and its potential impact on the cryptocurrency markets. We're going to examine the chart for all of the printed tether that is presently sitting on the sidelines and has not yet been released into the markets. As it's entering the market earlier or later, they don't publish simultaneously. They create tether to store it for eventual injection into cryptocurrency markets, particularly Bitcoin. We're going to listen to BlackRock. Larry Thinking acknowledges his Bitcoin error. In addition to this, a Ripple CTO has been accused of dumping XRP. I have more exciting news to share with you. You're covered, unwind and sit back. Let's start with Bitcoin 59.4, which has decreased by 1.31% during the last day. With XRP at 2514, Ethereum is down 1.95%, while USDT and USDC are both at their dollar pegs. Actually, 56 cents hasn't accomplished much. Right now, the overall market capitalization for cryptocurrencies is 2 trillion TR 14 billion, slightly lower than it was this morning. If you haven't already, go grab some XRP gear. It's an opportune moment to purchase XRP gear, as we discovered that one of these exquisite cups features a Bitcoin design. Even received the whiskey sets in the hat, XRP, buzz. Got the blue 40 ounces. That's a pale blue cup. It is currently $24.99 off, we'll keep it. Till every last one is going. The price of XRP exceeds the 60s, that's fine. Then the 60s, then okay. A moron is launching lawsuits against Ripple to prevent XRP from being listed on any U.S. exchange or any other exchange outside of the U.S., over which the SEC has no regulatory authority or control. However, for some reason, they listed XRP2 during the Ripple event. In light of the SEC action, I firmly believe that the price would have exceeded 60 cents today if XRP hadn't been delisted. We remember we were about to break an all-time high from 2020 around that 190 region. Well, I shouldn't say we got stuck at the 190 region in 2020. 2021, when the lawsuit came in 2021, we saw the price of XRP retrace back to 17 cents, and then we pretty much did a 3x from the lows to our current point. If we were able to hold a 40 or 50 cent XRP and we did a 3x, we would be looking at an XRP that, at the end of the day, would be over $1. But our time is coming to look at an XRP that, at the ST2 bull market, saw 6% gains. Market capitalization supremacy. Naturally, the cost was lower than in 2017 because there wasn't as much money. In a sense, everything came to an abrupt halt. It abruptly ended everything. However, that parabolic blow-off will happen. The same will happen for the other cryptocurrencies that are currently available, but this time they will rise to the top. You enjoy watching Larry explain how he was mistaken about Bitcoin in this discussion. Listen, when these folks own up to their mistakes, you know what to do. I understand that you have progressed to this stage. By embracing cryptocurrency, you have enabled others to own Bitcoin. We've heard you're thinking about Ethereum. These items are amazing. Given that BlackRock is by no means a gunfighter, you must undoubtedly think that this could be a viable option. Is there another option? Yes, you know I was a proud skeptic, and I researched it and learned about it, and I walked out thinking being able to recognize the shortfall may be something that long-term individuals should fully embrace. People should have completely. I believe I've been mistaken for the past 5 years. This is my belief system. I believe that Bitcoin is a legitimate financial instrument that presents the potential for uncorrelated or non-correlated returns. I'm not saying that there haven't been instances of misuse, just like with anything else. It is a financial tool that you purchase. When you're more scared, though, it's a tool when you think other countries are debasing their currency by excessive deficits, and some countries are, I think, countries where you're afraid of your daily life and have the chance to invest in something that's outside your country's control, so you can have more financial control. For these reasons, I firmly believe that Bitcoin has a place in portfolios. As I previously stated, I view it as digital gold, and I think it's important for everyone to view it as such. I think you'll see that as one of the asset classes that we all consider. If you want to hedge hope, one option is to adopt my level of optimism about the world. If you don't think you'll make a lot of money with Bitcoin, then it's not a tool for hope. However, I see Bitcoin as a way to show off your financial savvy in a situation where you're more afraid of the outside world than you are of yourself. Additionally, I think it has a lot of industrial applications, and I believe many people are ignoring that. I couldn't agree more. I believe you understand the change I made. Larry believes he is DRA, folks. And if you think that retail sold at the top to the institutions, it's one of the reasons why Bitcoin is going to blow off. I've got something else coming. Since institutions are wealthier than us, they can just shut it down, or they'll short it to the bone. I'll short the shit out of it and raise the market price after securing a better entrance price. In this manner, they would emerge victorious. Eric stated that there are 67 days remaining before the U.S. election. That's correct, folks. This graphic illustrates the typical outcomes after elections. The blue color signifies 2016 to 2017, the green color represents 20 to 2021, and the white color, that November time range, is when things normally happen where we are right now. The markets are rising, and the previous cycle progressed much more quickly. What I would want to see is a recurrence of the 2016 to 2017 period. I have set my time frame for the summer of 2025, which coincides with the onset of the parabolic bull phase. That's what I want to see, a gradual ramping up and then a complete transition to a parabolic phase. I believe this is what we are aiming for. I believe this happened in the fall when it first entered parabolic mode, but it will depend on when we break out. The summer of 2025 coincides with that period. This is when the top-level parabolic blow-offs take place. That's just the beginning. In the money markets, $6.4 trillion is generating a 5% yield. There will be a change in pricing. On September 18th, the rates will decrease, triggering the transfer of funds. Where is that money, I wonder? I'm uncertain where the money will go if these rates are reduced. They'll also reduce them to 4 or less than 5. When you examine and decide to go with what you know is a safe option in the stock market, maybe up to 3 at that point, you're looking at an 8 to 10% return, which is nearly double. 5% is a guarantee, whereas 8% isn't a promise that people will look at this and say, well, I'm only getting 3%. This is especially, however, when I have the opportunity to venture into the stock market. I have the opportunity to invest in the stock market with the potential to earn an average return of between 8 and 10%. Between 8 and 10%. We've observed periods spanning without a doubt. There is usually one particularly successful year. However, if you look at the average stock market return, this money will be shifted out of the money markets, and hopefully, some of it will enter the cryptocurrency markets. Therefore, over 10 years, you can expect a return of approximately 10. Make this Ripple CTO's accusation about XRP public. Lou CTO's XRP accusation known. Evolution of scams. What's the deal here? Regarding David Schwartz, it's important to note that I won't be recounting the story for you. They're claiming that Schwartz is disposing of his XRP through retail. This is a tweet stating success. Joe Cat is a clear con artist. Burn some give. There are 2 more choices. For example, David and David state that they've already discussed why those options don't actually do anything different from what selling does. The argument that Ripple should burn its XRP underlies all of this. How is it going to help? XLM burned through half of their supply. Yes, we only performed a 10% push-up. Perhaps the intensity was a bit higher, but nothing happened when we returned to reality after the push-up. Folks, nothing occurred. They could burn through half the supply and go to 589 overnight, but that's not the case. I believe I had that article open. Here, let me have a quick look. I'm going to quickly seize it. I want to show you all of the USDT that is seated on the sidelines, waiting to enter this area. It talks about everything that was printed, and I know I have it in my direct messages. I'm sure I kept it for you. I know I occasionally email things to myself in DMS, but sometimes they just mysteriously disappear. Let me try to retrieve them. If I can't quickly pick it up, I will. I apologize, but I don't see it. Regrettably, to simplify the situation, all right, a significant amount of money has been generated and is currently being stocked in the US dollar digital currency markets. The market has not yet received this money. Given the quantity of tether they are printing and stocking, it will, when it comes to cryptocurrency, all of it will likely be injected into Bitcoin as we discuss the upcoming elections and the rising value of the cryptocurrency. And reaching 100,000, this is the trajectory that it is expected to follow. This serves as the igniter. People, that money isn't being printed, it's just sitting there doing nothing. They are printing it because they want to hold tether and are preparing to pump.